My boyfriend, 24M, told other girls he was single, while I, 22F, was literally standing right there. I'm torn between breaking things off immediately or hearing him out. Our 1-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks, which just makes this whole thing feel even worse. We went out last night to a birthday party for a mutual friend. He had a few drinks, not totally drunk, but definitely tipsy. I stayed sober since I was the designated driver for the night. At one point, I stepped away to grab a glass of water. When I came back, the room had filled up with people, so I ended up behind him, trying to make my way through the crowd. That's when I overheard him talking to some girl. I caught her asking, "So is that girl you came in with your girlfriend?" And after a short pause, I heard him laugh and say, "Nah, she's just my roommate." I froze. I was stunned and furious, but I didn't say anything in the moment. Instead, I walked up and stood next to him. I didn't want to cause a scene at my friend's party, but inside, I was fuming. I already knew he was going to get an earful once we left. He didn't even notice me at first, which only made things worse. I heard him tell the girl, "You're so pretty," in this flirty tone. That was the final straw. The girl spotted me giving him a death glare, and she walked away pretty quickly after that. At that point, I was so angry I just walked off and spent the rest of the night talking with other friends. Looking back, maybe I should have confronted him right then and there, but honestly, I was trying to keep things from blowing up. I just wanted to salvage what I could of the night. I did my best to enjoy myself, but then the host, my friend whose birthday it was, came up to me. She asked if my boyfriend and I had broken up, saying she wasn't sure because she'd overheard him telling people he was single. That was it for me. I decided to just go home. I didn't even tell him I was leaving. I was so hurt and angry that I couldn't look at him. He could figure out his own ride home or crash at our friend's place. She had already mentioned people would be crashing in the living room anyway. I left without saying a single word to him. This morning, I woke up to a bunch of texts and missed calls. He was blowing up my phone, furious that I had abandoned him at the party. He was demanding answers, asking where I had disappeared to like I was the one who had something to hide. The whole thing has me feeling totally blindsided. Up until now, our relationship felt solid. We've never had a fight, not even a little one. He's always telling me how happy he is to be with me, how I'm the best thing that's ever happened to him, and how he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. So what the hell was that last night? Why would he suddenly act like I don't exist? Worse, pretend I'm just some random roommate, and then flirt with another girl while I'm standing right there? He's never given me any reason to doubt him. He doesn't even glance at other women, so this behavior is totally out of character. I don't drink, so maybe I don't understand how alcohol messes with people's judgment. But does that really explain everything? Should I give him a chance to explain? Or do I walk away from this now, before things get more complicated? I'm so mad. I feel humiliated and deeply disrespected. I honestly can't imagine what kind of excuse he could offer that would make what he did okay. Still, I'm open to hearing other people's thoughts. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. I don't know what to do right now. Update, I ended up texting him. I said, "You made it clear last night that you're single. I don't wait around to give ex-boyfriends rides home. Don't bother coming back here." He immediately tried calling me, but I let it ring. I didn't pick up. Then he texted me back, completely playing dumb. "WTF are you talking about? Seriously? How could he not know what I'm talking about?" My friend, the one who hosted the party, texted me not long after. Apparently, she gave him a serious earful this morning when he finally woke up. She told him straight up that he was a total jerk to me last night, and get this, he denied everything. He acted like he had no clue what she was even talking about. They actually ended up getting into it because he kept insisting he never said any of that stuff. Not to her, not to anyone. At this point, I'm almost certain he's going to fall back on the classic "I was drunk" excuse, pretending he blacked out or doesn't remember a thing. That would be a convenient way for him to try and dodge accountability. And now, to top it off, he says he's getting a ride back to my place. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the hell I should do. Part of me wants to just ignore him completely, not answer the door, not let him in, not entertain the whole act. But then there's this little voice in my head whispering, what if he really doesn't remember? What if he genuinely has no clue what he said or did? I hate that I even care. I'm still so pissed off, and honestly, I'm not sure that not remembering makes anything better. In some ways, it makes it worse. Now he's on his way here, and I'm stuck trying to figure out how to handle this. Do I let him in? Do I hear him out? Or do I stick to my gut and lock the damn door? I'm torn, but I'm leaning hard toward not giving him a chance to lie to my face. Update 2. He's almost at my place now. I just got off the phone with my friend, the one who threw the party, and she was not holding back. She told me, talk to him, if only to hear the full load of BS he's about to throw your way. Dump him, girl. I would. And keep in mind, she's known him longer than she's known me. That says a lot. But honestly, I've made up my mind. I'm not opening the door. I'm not giving him a chance to smooth talk his way out of this or gaslight me into doubting what I saw and heard with my own two eyes. I already know what I need to know. He made his choice last night. Now I'm making mine. Thanks to everyone who weighed in. I really needed that push. Update 3. I know a lot of you were probably expecting me to say I gave him another chance. Just kidding. I only say that because I've been crying my eyes out, and humor is about all I've got left at this point. The truth is, I did end up answering the door. Not because I was ready to forgive him, definitely not, but because I needed to understand why. I felt like I couldn't fully move forward without at least hearing the garbage fire of an explanation he was going to give me. At first, he flat out denied everything. He told me it never happened. He said my friend was lying and only trying to stir up drama because she was jealous of us and had always wanted him. Mind you, she's been in a solid relationship for 3 years. He looked me in the eye and said he had no idea what she was talking about or why I was even mad at s. Oh, I just said, I heard you say it too. He froze. Say what? He asked, like he still didn't know what I meant. But then, he saw the look on my face. The truth must have finally caught up with him because in that moment, he completely crumbled. That's when the real story came out. He admitted that before we started dating, he never got attention from girls, like, ever. And apparently, when it happened last night, it caught him off guard and went straight to his head. He told me he's always felt like I was way out of his league, that it was a total fluke that I'd even wanted to be with him in the first place. So when other girls finally showed interest, he didn't know how to react. He said he got swept up in the moment and liked how it felt to be noticed for once. According to him, he had no intention of cheating. It was just about the ego boost. He said he never planned to take it any further, but he said whatever he thought would keep the attention coming. And if he had known I would hear it? He swore he never would have said a word. That made me cry, because honestly, that is such a dumb reason to screw up something good. I know some of you will say, it was just a stupid mistake, or people say dumb things when they're drunk. I've gotten plenty of messages like that already, but for me, it goes deeper than that. He broke my trust. And worse, he made me feel small. I want a partner who can handle attention from other women without crumbling into a puddle of insecurity. I want someone who sees me as enough. Someone who's proud to say, sorry, I'm taken and she's amazing. I told him exactly that. I said I couldn't believe he would risk everything we had just because he couldn't handle getting attention like a grown adult. And yeah, I think some of it finally started to sink in, because then he broke down. He begged me to forgive him. Told me he loved me more than anyone. That he was drunk, stupid, inexperienced, and if he could go back and take it all back, he would in a heartbeat. I just stood there, a crying mess myself, trying to stay strong while he kept repeating, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't lose you. Please forgive me. But I couldn't do it. I told him his actions were pathetic. That he looked desperate and worse, that he made me feel like I didn't matter. Like I was someone to hide just to soak up a few minutes of shallow attention. And that his excuse, this never happened to me before, wasn't good enough. What happens next time? Can I trust him to react with maturity then? He promised he learned from this and would do better. But I couldn't see past it. He made me feel like I wasn't enough. I told him he'd lowered himself in my eyes and lost my respect. And that, more than anything, was what killed it for me. So I told him to leave. I said I didn't want to see him or hear from him again. I packed up a box of his stuff and left it on the porch so he could grab it without us having to speak again. After that, I curled up on the couch with my dog and cried until I felt sick. And yeah, I'm still mad, but it hurts. It really hurts. We had a beautiful year together, and it's heartbreaking that something so stupid and avoidable is what ended us. I don't want to be with someone who values what we had so little. That said, I actually feel a little better today. Yeah, it sucks not being in a relationship anymore. But deep down, I know I deserve someone who sees me as enough, who doesn't need attention from anyone else to feel whole. He's still blowing up my phone. Says he's been crying at home, that he loves me more than anything. But I'm just waiting for him to pick up his stuff so I can block his number and move forward. Silver lining, my best friend just broke up with his girlfriend of 2 years, so we're planning a road trip to get away and reset. I couldn't go before because I didn't want to make my ex uncomfortable. Funny, right? This weekend, I'm swimming at the beach, letting the sun hit my face and forgetting it all. Just me, my best friend, and a little freedom. Thank you, Reddit. You helped me stay clear-headed. There's still a lot of bitterness and sadness in my heart, but I know that won't last forever.